this deep dive, well, it takes us to a really tragic story.
Yeah.
In Laos.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking into the deaths of 6 young travelers
Right.
who passed away from methanol poisoning.
Yeah. It's, just a stark reminder that there are some hidden dangers.
Yeah.
Even in paradise.
Yeah, even in paradise for sure.
Yeah.
So you shared some sources with me about Simone White.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
she was a British lawyer, only 28 years old.
Yeah.
And just reading about her life and how this has impacted her family and colleagues. It's
really sad.
It's just really devastating.
No, but it is. And she was just one of 6,
Right.
2 19-year-old Australian friends, Holly and Bianca.
Wow.
2 Danish women in their 20s.
Yeah.
And a 56-year-old American. So,
It's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people from all over the world, really. And, each loss obviously is impacting families and communities all across the globe.
Yeah. So how does something like this even happen?
Wow.
What exactly is methanol and what makes it so dangerous?
So methanol is a type of alcohol,
Okay.
but unlike the ethanol that we can consume safely in drinks,
Right.
methanol is highly toxic.
Oh, wow.
And even a small amount can lead to serious health problems and even death.
So, the sources mention that it's sometimes used in counterfeit alcohol.
Right.
Why is that? Is it because it's cheaper to produce?
Exactly. Methanol is much cheaper to produce than ethanol,
Okay.
and it's harder to detect when it's mixed with other alcohols.
Oh, so somebody could just be having a drink
Right.
and not even realize that there's this hidden danger.
Exactly. They would have no idea.
Wow. So what are some of the symptoms of methanol poisoning?
Well, the early symptoms can be very subtle.
Oh, okay.
And they can mimic intoxication, so things like headaches, dizziness, nausea.
So you might not even know.
Right, yeah.
You just think you're hungover or something.
Yeah, or you've had a bit too much to drink.
Right.
But as it progresses, it gets a lot worse.
Oh, God.
Things like blurred vision can happen.
Oh, no.
Even blindness.
Wow.
And organ damage starts to set in particularly the kidneys and the liver.
Yeah.
And if it's not caught and treated quickly, it can be fatal.
Gosh, is there anything that can be done if somebody thinks they have ingested methanol?
It's a race against time.
Oh, wow.
The key is immediate medical attention.
Okay.
And treatment typically involves medications that block the methanol from breaking down into those toxic byproducts.
Wow.
And sometimes dialysis to remove it from the bloodstream.
So this situation in Laos is just,
Yeah.
all the more tragic because of this.
Yeah.
And the investigation's still ongoing, but the bar owner and the manager have been detained.
Right.
And it just really raises a lot of questions about,
Yeah.
the larger context of what happened here.
Yeah, about the responsibility of local authorities.
Right.
Ensuring that alcohol sales are safe, especially in areas that are frequented by tourists.
Especially for tourists. Yeah.
And also the stuff that was pointed out
Yeah.
that this particular hostel where this took place,
Yeah.
while not accepting new guests, is still operational.
Wow.
So,
It's very complicated.
it's a very complex situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for our listener who's obviously following this story,
Right.
and provided these sources, what can we learn from this?
Yeah.
What can people do to protect themselves when they're traveling?
Knowledge is power.
Okay.
Being aware of the risks of counterfeit alcohol is a really good first step.
Oh.
And perhaps even researching the local alcohol regulations
All right.
or known issues in your destination before you go.
So, what about being able to test for methanol?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that's even possible for the average traveler?
There are test strips available,
Okay.
but they may not be readily accessible
Right.
or reliable in every situation.
Yeah.
So the best defense, honestly, is just caution. Opting for drinks from reputable establishments.
Yeah.
Perhaps sticking to bottled beverages, sealed beverages when possible.
So it just seems like vigilance is key.
Yes,
Especially in countries where the regulations might not be as strict.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a harsh reminder that travel,
Mm-hmm.
while it's wonderful,
Right.
it's not without risks.
Yeah. This tragedy really underscores that.
Yeah.
It's a reminder to be informed, to trust your instincts,
Right.
and to prioritize your safety when you're exploring the world.
Well said for you listening. I hope this deep dive has been insightful,
Yeah.
if not sobering.
Mm-hmm.
The deaths of Simone, Holly, Bianca, and the others are a devastating loss.
Yeah.
But their stories can serve as a really powerful reminder for all of us to travel smart and stay safe.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening,
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
and we'll see you on the next deep dive.
See you then. Bye. Bye.